Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in to what is going to be another Try the Trend video. I've only done one other video like this in this series, but the idea is that as these, sometimes strange feeling looking things pop up on social media, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, and they kind of become sensational and very hyped up, I want to try those to understand if, even though they look very maybe more editorial as you're looking at them, if there are any components of them that could be taken into a normal daytime look. Also, that's part of those editorial looks is what got me into making videos and why I enjoy makeup. So it's also just kind of fun for me, but I want to make it more practical for people as well. So that's what these videos are supposed to be. Like I said, did one other before this and it was the feather brow trend. So you can go check that out. You can click the eye up here in the corner. But this video actually comes from a suggestion in that video from Lauren. Thanks for the suggestion, girl. She asked if blush draping was still a thing. I totally missed this trend. I was looking back at articles and it kind of surfaced in like November, December of 2016. And so it's not exactly a new viral trend, but I still, like even yesterday on Facebook, I saw an article come up. And so I thought maybe it is still a thing. Maybe it's worth doing a video on. Needless to say, it's a trend. It's not really a new trend. It's a technique that's been around and resurfaced, decade after decade. It's one of those trends that just won't die, keeps coming back. So we're here to do it today. I'm actually wearing it right now in case you're wondering why this look maybe looks a little bit different than how I normally do my makeup. So if you want to see what it was like for me to do it the first time around and then get my thoughts on whether I think I will wear this on a regular basis, just keep watching. What are you doing creeping back there? Oh, hello! In everything that I've read about blush draping, there are no hard rules about specific colors, textures, finishes, anything like that, but a lot of things I've seen talk about using two different tones to do this technique. So I was thinking about, well, do I use a blush palette? Do I just grab two different brushes and then I realized Charlotte Tilbury actually, she calls it the swish and pop, where you do the outer color along the tops of your cheekbones and then the center color at the apples of your cheekbones, which is kind of a variation of this, but regardless, I thought something like this would be the perfect blush to pick for this technique. So this is one of the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheeks Swish and Pop blushers in Ecstasy. So I'm going to start by taking this as a taper brush. This is the City Color. Is there a number? It is. My big old thumb's covering it up. CCB 201. It's tapered so I can get both the outer perimeter and the inner there's not an inner perimeter. Outer perimeter and inner blush shade separately, but we all know that in the end they are going to combine. So I'm going to take the outer, I'm going to do the Swish shade first. This is the lighter shade, and I am going to use it as she suggests, both on the tops of my cheekbones, but then this technique really seems to have heavy up on the blush at the back of the cheekbones here, and then take it up into the temples as well. And then in some face charts I've seen it even takes it down the neck. I'm not so confident about that, so I'm just going to really stick here and maybe take it a little bit down just to make sure it doesn't look like I'm wearing a mask. So that's my current strategy. Let's swish. Oh yeah, I'm getting Flashdance vibes. So I know I said I was going to use this to get in here, but I don't think this just patting it or pouncing it in there is going to pick up enough product. So I'm actually going to take this other brush in my hand. It's an angled blush or contour brush. The sounds out of my mouth today, not terribly organized. This is a Luxie 504 large angled brush, and I'm just going to pounce that kind of upward in it so it really digs in there and gets some product out. And like I said, in theory, the pop is supposed to go on the apples of your cheeks, but because draping seems to heavy up so much back here, I'm going to put it back here. Whoop. Okay, and then just to even things out, I am going to take a little bit more of that Swish shade and bring it up to my temples because I feel like it's a little uneven, right? If you're going to have that much blush right there, you got to extend it up just a teensy bit. Okay, so here we are zoomed out. I have to say it's not as extreme as I thought it might be when I was kind of looking at it up close. When you turn to the side, you can definitely see there's a different pattern going on than with the typical, all over bronze and the blush, but I don't hate it. Maybe it's because it's giving me like throwback, dance recital day vibes. The one thing that I think I still might need bronzer for is this jawline thing, because when you do turn to the side, what I feared happening did happen, and that is that it just looks like I have this blush situation happening up here, and then this just looks kind of naked to me, whereas if you bronze, you have that 3 action going on, so it sculpts and adds a little bit more depth to the whole outside of your face. But I just think I'm just taking excess from this brush and applying it there. And I just don't quite know how to deal with that. But still, overall, I'm not mad at this, and I could totally see wearing this out. It's a little bit more dramatic for a blush or for a face look in general, so I could see it more for a night out, but I don't hate it. Is it wrong? I mean, nothing's wrong in makeup, right? So it's just like your taste, but I like it. And the more I think about it, the other thing I like about this is it gives me something new and different to do with my blush. I feel like people are more, you know, whether or not accepting, it's not unsurprising to see someone with purple and, you know, blue like I'm wearing today, or kind of those unexpected, unnatural colors across an eyelid. But for some reason, blush tends to fall in this boring old, okay, it's this 3-step, it's whatever you do, very routine, whereas I feel like I'm able to be more creative with my eyes. But this kind of gives me some wiggle room to play and experiment with different blush tones and textures and, you know, multiple blush colors on my face. So it kind of opens up a whole new world of creativity for me, albeit it's not like I'm doing face paint or anything, but I don't know, it gives your look a whole different feel to it, I think. So overall, 2 thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to vote in the poll. Let me know what favorite or what trend you want to see me try next. If it's not on the poll, leave me a comment down below and let me know what I'm missing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys!